You driving?
Some Plan Bs are smarter than others. If you're drinking, don't drive. RBT means you need a Plan B. Authorised by New South Wales Government, Sydney.
A little bit of a frustrating day, disappointing result, given that I think you were definitely pushing for outright points there at times.
Yeah, I mean, every time there's a bit of rain around, you're in a good position. It's a bit of a dampener, but that's just the way. That's just the game, isn't it? The game of cricket. You've got to put up with the rain sometimes.
Did you, even when the bit of rain fell around tea, they were 3 for 120 odd? Did you feel like there was, in those 30 overs were going to be enough to take the final 6 wickets?
Oh, certainly. I don't think the wicket was. Certainly wasn't difficult if two players got in, but it was hard to start, as we found when we were batting. It was when you were new to the crease, it was difficult. So we knew if we could make the breakthrough, 1 or 2, then we could put a fair bit of pressure on the lower order.
What do you make of? I mean, one of the big positives out of the game, Ryan Carter's top scoring both innings, especially impressive knock in the first day with 154. What can you tell us about Ryan?
He's been on fire, hasn't he? He got the 94 and 40 in the previous game against England. So I think he's been a bit of a find for us, and obviously now without the Test players here, we need some of our players to stand up, and he's certainly doing that, leading the way. So hopefully some of his mates can go along for the ride with him.
This is only his 14th first-class game, but what sort of expectations can we have with Ryan in terms of his future?
Oh, look, he's got very good concentration. He's a guy that can bat anywhere, from 1 to 7. Obviously, being a wicket keeper, he can bat down the lower order. But he's a guy that once he gets in, he can actually move the scoring along. So, that's a good sign. It's someone that can get set and then up the scoring rate. It's great to have those types of guys in your batting lineup. If you're under a bit of pressure, he can soak up deliveries. But then when you get through that hard period, that he's able to go on with it. So, I think he's got a good future in front of him.
A couple of your injured quicks. It looked like you should be getting Josh Hazlewood back for this Friday, and then Pat Cummins also had a bit of a trundle in the nets today. What can you tell us about them?
Well, they'll have to prove themselves in grade cricket first. We've got some good quicks that are going pretty well so far in the four games. So it's great to have those blokes back, but some of our other guys are doing quite well also. So we'll have some decisions to make, I'm sure.
How good is it to have Pat just to have him back bowling the nets after how long he's spent on the sidelines over the past 3 years?
Yeah, I'm not sure how much he's back in the nets. I think today might have been the first time. So I'm sure it'll be a little bit. It's not going to be a short process. Hopefully, he'll have to build up to game intensity, I suppose. But he's back playing club cricket as a batter, which is a good sign. So hopefully over the next month or so, he can put together some good spells in some of the matches and then become available for the Blues.
We're also very impressed with the pace and aggression that we saw from Doug Bollinger this weekend. How close is he to being at his best?
Oh, look, he's been outstanding for us in these four games. He's been the leader of our attack. He's a guy that can, he's not only taking wickets, but he can hit a few helmets as well, which gives the batter sitting to waiting to come in a bit of a hurry up. It's always good to get some of the batters on the back foot. But certainly he's in some wicket taking form, and partly due to the fact that he's a bit fitter than he has been for a year or two. He's worked hard in the pre-season to get that fitness. It was unfortunate that he couldn't play last week, but he didn't seem to miss that game too much. His rhythm was pretty good in this game, and there was a couple of spells I thought were quite quick. So quick and aggressive, and that's what you want to see from your leader of your attack.